name is Kiran Vedantam. I am the owner of Makutu's Island along with my wife. Her name is Kiran, and we've owned this business since 2014. It's a family fun center, and we love to cater to all our young guests. It's an interesting journey. When I came from India to ASU to do my masters, I never imagined that I'll be a business owner to begin with. After I graduated from ASU, both me and my wife, we went to work for Intel. Being in the technology industry, again, we never thought that we will try to own a business one day. And everything changed because we were wanting to have our family, and then we just thought we need a lot of flexibility that this country can provide, and if you are a business owner. So that really triggered the interest for us to look at various opportunities that are available. We looked at a lot of franchises to see, maybe we looked at Kumon, like math tutoring centers, because we are from the engineering background and we figured we can do really well there. Then we looked at Subways, Quiznos, the food industry, and then quickly we realized that we might not fit there. Finally, we thought we are going to start something of our own, and that's where Makutu's Island opportunity came, and it fell into the lap when we were least expecting. We were not even looking, and this was a business that was completely shut down. And since we are interested in real estate investments, we just happened to walk into this opportunity, and here we are owning a family fun center with zero background experience. The biggest thing is, as a business owner, you feel a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. You have employees. We have about 40 employees right now, and what keeps me going is the sparkle that I see in my employees and them waiting for our direction. Me and my wife, we are actively involved in the businesses. We own multiple businesses, and in all of them we are actively involved, and the ones that we are not actively involved, we just chose to sell very quickly and exit out of them, and we only love the businesses that we are actively involved. Just communicating with the employees and learning about what their interests are, what they are willing to contribute, and what motivates them to come and help Makutu. So that is the excitement that we have, talking to employees, solving their problems. And then we believe that once the employees are properly catered, they take care of the customer. So we as business owners, we are thinking about our employees, and we trust and know that our employees are taking care of the customers. There is a lot of changes that happen with technology. A lot of entertainment has now come to your phones, so a lot of kids are glued to their phones. So what we have noticed is when we started the business back in 2014, there was not as many iPhone apps and Android apps for kids entertainment. So our arcade was much smaller. Then we started going to all these conferences and shows. Then we have come to realize that there is so much of interest and demand for virtual reality, laser related games. So we quickly jumped on that bandwagon. We invested a lot of money and time learning about the arcade industry. Here we are, we started with maybe 15 games, and now we have over 100 games at Makutu's, and we want to stay ahead of the curve. Before, we used to think that toddlers might not really care about video games, but what we've seen is even little toddlers have good arcade games and they get glued to it, and we are able to cater to that unique market of providing arcade and laser related games to younger audience. Since me and my wife, we both are not from a business background, especially not a business background in this family entertainment business, we feel a lot of interest in and curiosity in knowing about all these modern trends that are happening. We make it a point. We are in multiple networking groups related to family entertainment centers, and every year there is a big conference. It's called IAPA. It happens in Florida, wherein all the vendors come to showcase the latest and greatest in family entertainment. So we make it a point to visit that each and every year. We are hearing a lot of podcasts. There is experts who are talking about different aspects of how to run the business. So we are in that. We are in Facebook groups wherein we network with all the other family fun center owners, and that's where we learn a lot about how they are running it and fine-tuning our operations. I've never expected that human resource management is such a big piece of the puzzle. Uh, Running a business itself will get so much easy once you know what kind of human resource that need to be put in the right place at the right time. We've never expected that finding people and keeping them motivated and keeping them attracted to the position that they are hired for is so important. And we had zero background in HR, so that was also surprising, all the legalities of it. Even though you as a human being, you try to do the best possible for the employees or the customers, but sometimes the legality is going to really put a lot of stumbling blocks on what you want to accomplish. So you have to maneuver all these legalities of it, and also understanding the human needs and the human psychology of our employees. That was the biggest thing. Learning the business was not hard, but learning the legalities and finding the people has been a big shocking surprise for us, and we are still trying to master that. What we try to do is we try to leverage outside vendors for the stuff that is really important, wherein I cannot or my wife cannot pay special attention. Accounting comes first, so we have outsourced our accounting so that we file our taxes on time. We make sure that we are compliant with all the accounting stuff. Then the next thing for Makutus, it's a big 20,000 square feet space. Cleaning of Makutus. Initially we thought we can handle it ourselves with employees, but it's not that easy, especially when it's a kids play area. So cleaning, janitorial, all that is outsourced, and that just takes off all the burden out of your shoulder. Otherwise, once you get your hands dirty, it's going to suck up all your time. Then the next thing that we always tried to outsource, but we decided that it doesn't belong to be outsourced, is lead generation, marketing, social media management. We tried a few companies who can help us with that, but what we found was the message was either getting diluted or the message was not proper to what we want the customers to hear. So we realized that that is something we don't want to outsource, or even if we outsource, we have to have our thumb on it and have regular contact with the media company that we choose. So marketing came and fell back into our lap. Social media management, it's in our lap. Responding to the reviews. Also, me and my wife, we read all the reviews, we respond to it. We just cannot outsource some of those because it's so important in this day and age. All customers are looking at your reviews and they are really watching your social media content. So that's something that we decided that we would not outsource. What we believe is the path that worked out for us, me and my wife, is we worked at a corporate job for 7 years, and during that time our vision was to ultimately have freedom of time. So with that intent, we kept on saving money to invest in a business. So if you are starting from ground zero, I would say you should give yourself maybe 3 to 7 years. Maybe 7 years is too long of a time, but just a ramp time wherein you work for somebody. Try to find an employer wherein you think that employer can prepare you for what you are planning to become. So I would say you need to work for a good employer for 3 to 7 years of your lifetime, and be a very loyal and hardworking business owner. Pretend you own the business and you have to contribute there. Pretend you have control over a lot of things, and then try to share all your knowledge 100% and then work hard 200%. Only then I feel that you can do very well in business. I would be shocked if I would have started in a business from get-go and if I didn't work for anybody. When I say work for anybody, I didn't work for anybody, not for the paycheck, but I really worked there to contribute my heart and soul. I really put everything into the job. So I would say we have to work at some place wherein you are going there with full intent and you don't care about clocking in, clock out, but your heart, mind, soul, everything is focused on the company and what they want to accomplish. Only then you can even think of owning the business, is what I think. We considered franchising Makutu's out, and then what we have quickly realized was we are content with one location. We really are looking for an entrepreneur who might be watching this to come to us and say, you know what, I have a brilliant idea to take Makutu's to all the 50 states and all the other countries. I think we have come to the realization that what we've come this far and helping our employees and customers at Makutu's gives us immense satisfaction, and we have no desire to grow it more, because growing it more needs a lot of dedicated attention, and at this time our time is just focused on servicing this facility, and we have no intentions to expand this brand. See, the biggest thing is when you're choosing partners, going into the business, that's a big thing. When you're in the excitement of selecting the business, maybe you might run into somebody who is willing to either put in money, or you're trying to get somebody with a unique skill set that you don't have. I would say you have to be extremely careful in whom you pick as your partner, because once you pick somebody as a partner, as a business thrives or even if it goes down, it's going to go down pretty hard if you're not getting along with them. Either way, if it's going up or down, you need to be sure that the partner that you pick will work at the same level as you. So picking the right partner is so critical. Before we had Makutu's, we've done some other businesses with partners, and then after that the taste was so bad in our mouth that we made a resolution not to have partners ever. So that might have stifled our ability to grow even further. But the lesson that we learned is not having partnerships is a bad resolution to have, but choosing the right partner and trying to collaborate with them and having a partner with a totally different skill set, that way both can complement and help both of you to grow, is better than trying not to have a partner and trying to do all the work by yourself.